If you thought this match was starting on time, well, joke's on you. We're still waiting for the players to avoid losing 2 points. Either of them are here right now. Hopefully they will show up shortly and we'll get underway. I wonder how much of my dinner I'll be able to eat while I'm waiting. Oh my god, I didn't mute the mic. I am so sorry. You're hearing me pull food out of a bag. I am horrible. Hope no one's hungry. We do have the friendliest champ in the house. Hello, hello, welcome in. Just waiting on Dangler. I've not heard from him yet. He's not in the room, so. Me personally, I'd probably be the most interested in avoiding the wrath of Kingsman right now. Hopefully he shows up soon enough. I'll give him some time, though. That reminds me, I should check on what's going on in 4B. Since that's actually rather important for me. Alright, so GD and T and Rain have yet to play. I wonder when they're playing. Looks like they're not scheduled yet. Yeah, oh, he's here. All right. Damn it, I'm not done with food yet. All right, let me go ahead and get things underway here. What's going on, everyone? Roncli here. We are about to do a single match today. That's it. Just one. No more. Which match, you may ask? It's this one. SV gonna be taking on Dangler. I think they're actually backwards for this. But I just didn't bother updating my slide from Sunday when they were in that spot. SV currently 15 points, sitting in the third spot. The good news for SV is that no one can catch him. He is at least third. However, with a victory over Dangler and Pixelandy, there is an outside chance that SV can still be your #1 seed coming out of Division 1B. So that's a possibility. Which depends on how much Scooty and Andy beat on each other when they go head-to-head as well. So, we look at the wildcard standings right now. We see that Scooty and Eyeball are currently at the top of the list. Eyeball is locked into that #2 position and will be taking on Sodium in round 1. ID Kirby still waiting for an opponent. It's either going to be Scooty, Pixelandy, or possibly SV. And Neko and Knight and everyone in between still waiting on an opponent. So we don't know a whole lot about the playoffs, but we do have 3 players. Oh, my playoffs thing isn't working. I won't show it then. I don't know what happened, but it's not working. I'll figure it out. But what I will do is switch on over to our players. Where we have 2 fine Tetris players here. I am trying to fix this one here. I think it's fine, though. It should be good. Oh, dude, I'm falling asleep. Oh, no. Well, for some people, Sleepy Tetris is best Tetris. Let's find out if we're going to be doing any 19 in this set. And whether we're going to increment or re-roll the seed. Yeah, sweep here for SV would actually be huge because I would put him ahead of Pixelandy and only 4 points back of Blue Scooty. He would have to beat Andy in their head-to-head tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, King. And then hope that Scooty and Andy bloody each other. Not literally, obviously, but basically go to decider in that. Dangler says I'm down for 19 if SV wants to speed things up. We have reroll enjoyers, but I just got home from work. I don't want to do more work. So we'll assume reroll. There's your seed, B33921. While you're doing that, I'm going to take another bite of this cluck. Looks like 18 it is. We have a ready from Dangler. I tell you what, SV needs more focus. No, literally, the camera. There we go. That worked. So seeds are coming in. Should be ready to go in a moment. GLHF from SV. And there's the readies. We are ready to go for the Division 1B matchup between the Dangler and SV. Let's count them down. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. And Tetris. On the left, we have a roller out of the United States. NTSC PB of 3,834,000. And the first player to ever record a perfect all Tetris max out. It's the Dangler. And over on the right, he is a roller out of the United Kingdom. He's got a PB of 5,984,000 and is still the Friendlies champion. Welcome in, SV Sam. And early on, highly efficient game, as we often get at the start of 18 at this level. And Dangler's going to start off with 5 in a row, so pacing is where it's at right now. Oh, mistuck there for SV. I'm going to be able to get this down, but Dangler also high. Excuse me, Dangler also high on the board. Does have the right side ready to go, and we'll get the bar down for the split triple. We'll follow it up with the Tetris. 148 for Dangler, 125 for SV here in the early going. It's a slightly dirty Tetris for Dangler, and another one. Bit of a complication for SV. It's going to slow him down even more. He's already trailing by about 2.5 Tetrises here. We'll see if he can get things back in order. It's 240 now for Dangler, 177 for SV. SV with a left well. Dangler is at the bottom of the board, so clean boards mostly. And right now, both players are playing at peak efficiency again. They've got opposite wells going on, but are scoring Tetrises at the same clip at the moment. There's a Vitz for Dangler. Nevada. Another Tetris for Dangler. Dangler with an awkward right side there. Cannot resolve that cleanly, no matter what he does. And now things getting a little on the dicey side. Ooh, I don't know if that was a hang or if he meant to put that there. I feel like it's the latter. And not resolving the column 8 Vitz just yet. Doesn't need to. Gets all the right pieces for it. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 403 for Dangler. 342 for SV at 84 lines. Pretty good paces here. SV has a hole over in column 9. He's going to have to deal with that. Maybe this is also a chance for him to get back over to right well, though, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's going to play one row up, in fact. Kind of like Dangler was doing a little earlier, so. Of course, for these players, playing one row up is not that much of a nerf at all. Dangler with that nice OJ there. 517, 437. Dangler took an early lead and has held on to it since. And with SV hitting these bars here, it's going to be about a 79,000-ish point lead in favor of Dangler as we're approaching level 19. Ooh, missed drop for Dangler. Gonna bang down a Tetris and then puts a next long bar over to the left. So that missed drop will result in 2 holes in column 4. And we're just about at transition here, so it's gonna have to play with them, at least for a little bit. Nice tuck there for SV, getting both those tucks resolved quickly. Oh, Dangler's gonna hang a J, and just like that, he's done at 637. SV, you're in a chase down. You need 638. Oh, that escalated quickly. SV setup, bangs down a Tetris, needs about 2 more. Maybe some change. It's getting the change now, so definitely 2 more at this point. SV's kind of struggling to get clean here. This is not going very well at the moment. I feel like he waited a long time for that long bar. Still needs another 22,000 points. 1 Tetris will do it. And he's got it set up, and he's gonna knock it down. SV good for game number 1. It's like one of those cases where it's like, you know you can make that chase down, but your board is kind of like shaky. And a lot of people would just kind of crumble under that pressure at that point. Not SV, he got it done. Let's go ahead and give them another seed. going to be 89B595. There's a ready from Dingler. And there's ready from SV. Let's go ahead and count them down. Game number 2. See if Dangler can get back in this. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. As far as matches between these two, SV does currently hold a 3-1 record over Dangler in ELO. Well, maybe not in ELO matches. I haven't actually looked at the matches yet, but we're about to. They first met back in July of 2023 in Classic Tetris Gauntlet, the show run by Sharky. And that was a sweep for SV 3-0. And he did it again a couple days later in CTL. So back-to-back 3-0s there, but then they met again in 2024 in Gauntlet, and Dangler was able to get his lone win 3-1. But when they last faced off here in CTL on May 5th, just last season, that was a decider win for SV. So clearly Dangler able to hang with SV. Was going to have to try to avoid the mistakes like one we saw in that last game. Awkward board there for SV, but finds a single burn solve. Very nice. Again, board gets a little awkward. This will not be a single burn this time. It could be a dirty Tetris in here, though. And with no bar coming, SV is just going to take the burns. We see the drought counter on the screen. On the lower right corner, and now SV... Dangler also going through that drought. There's the bar. There's the dirty Tetris for SV. Is set up for another one and is probably going to try to leave column 10 alone here, but it's not going to be able to. This piece is not going to work out. I like the effort, though. He'll take a Tetris and another burn. That'll make a long bar dependency, but other than that, he's looking a little clean here. Doesn't want to make a double bar dependency, but he does anyway. Dangler at the top of the board. Another drought forming. This one seems like it's a little longer. Dangler has been playing excellently at the top of the board. He'll get a pair of Tetrises for his trouble. SV gonna have to resort to burning, so this is a big lead now for Dangler. 314 for Dangler at the half. That's gonna be 209 for SV. And we get a simul Tetris in. Also, welcome into 3's Tetris Time, Wallbant. Hope you're all doing well today. Tetris Time, congrats on your ascension to SGM over in CTW land. We've been watching out for that for a while. And you made it easy. We don't have to track... we don't have to track any names or anything. You just got it automatically. Of course, Tetris Time will be in the finals whenever we get that scheduled. We still have the other semifinal to run this weekend. It's going to be fun. And I'll make money. Yes, you will. Oh, it's a true statement. I mean, you could have lost today and you would have at least gotten 1% of the prize pool. But you're going to get more than that now. 474 for Dangler, 391 for SV. We got some pace watch over on the left side as well. This could be a big transition. Another Tetris for Dangler. 565 with 5 Tetrises still on board. This could be a 680. Oh, the adjustment was so good. Actually, that one, I think the S flat there was better. Because that one was harder to see, I think. And Dangler gonna take a burn there, but it's got the Tetris. 634, 2 Tetrises remaining. It's gonna take this one down to the last line. And there it is, 682 into level 19 for Dangler, 577 for SV, which is a good transition. It's just not 682, and he finds himself down by 6 digits at the moment. But now we have to see what happens on 19. That was a problem for Dangler last game. We'll see if he can shake that off. I mean, we all know what Dangler's capable of. Tetris for SV. Simul Tetris for both players. So lead hovers around 4.5 Tetrises. But this could be a bit of an issue for SV. Some holes in the stack developing. He's already down by a lot. Doesn't want to give any edge here. I mean, the lead's up to about 150,000 points right now. So Dangler is getting it done. Level 22. We will stay at the speed until level 29, then the speed will double. And then we'll play 10 more levels if the players survive that. At level 39, the speed doubles again. That is nearly impossible to solve. Very few players are even capable of playing on it. Although we did have level 40 happen earlier today, so you never know. Tetris for both players. We have a max out on 24 for Dangler. I mean, I'm saying that like a surprised voice. Oh, it's ridiculous, but it's not surprising. This left, though, could be a problem for Dangler. That's how he lost last game. He needs to find a way to get pieces down there. Oh, God. That is a bad hang, but he was able to get pieces around it this time and not instantly top out. But now what can he do? Oh, this is concerning. Okay, he got some good pieces there, but that misdrop is going to mean the board's going to climb a little more. Oh, and the misdrop of the J is going to do it. SV, you're in a chase down. You need B37. He's got the max into 27, but needs another 137,000 points. 1.1 on 26. Well, no burns to get this done before 29, and he's going to take a burn here. So SV is going to need kill screen to get this done. That means this is not free. He's got to think about being able to play on the faster speeds, which will come with a long bar if it shows up. He's just going to take the triple in. 1,093,000. This is a Tetris and change. He's got the change. We'll see if he just chooses to line it out here, though. Of course, he is the friendlies champion. He is no stranger to having to play deep. As they have no line cap over there. This one, we do, but he can get it done before that line cap. In fact, he can get it done on this level. One more line will do it. He wants it in style. He's not going to get it. He'll take the double. He's good. He knows when to bail. Yeah, almost got out of it indeed. King's been sliding on over to the YouTube. Let's see over there. All right, so let's give them another seed. Yeah. What was the score of game one? It was a 19 top for Dangler, so it was like 600-ish. F379. Also, hello to Cole and Gwafey. Hope you're both doing well tonight. Number ready from Dangler. And there's a ready from SV. We'll go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3. SV threatening a sweep. He can take over second place if he can get a win in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Now he's still got to beat Andy to keep that second place, and then hope Andy doesn't beat up Scooty too badly. But it would be second nonetheless. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about this prize pool here. We try to get this up to $1,000 every season. It's the amount in the lower right-hand corner. That is our Matcherino prize pool for our Division 1 players. The top 4 in the playoffs will be making out with some of that prize pool, with the winner getting 50%. If you want to help increase that prize pool, click on that link. Get yourself over to matcherino.com and throw some dollar dues up in there. Can also be some free ways to enter sometimes with sponsor quests and the like. So check that out over at Matcherino. 5 in a row to start the game for Dangler. Where's the bar? 32-piece drought. What is going on here? Dangler playing with fire at the top of the board. SV's burning. And there's the bar for Dangler. Shakes his head after they complete a 44-piece drought. Well, we rolled the terrible seed for game 3. There's $19.60 from the king himself. CEO going to bring up the prize pool to $301. Thank you, King. Looking forward to Gwafey versus Winter tomorrow. That sounds amazing. Tomorrow's show is like just full of bangers. No one's offered to restream it yet. I can't do it because I'm doing Wars at that time. Omidvar is unable to do it. It's like we both want to, though. Yeah, Winter is in line to at least get a promotional playoff spot with a win. And I think she needs to win out, because she's got to pass Mark and the 2 players above her, Gwafey and Peak. And she plays Gwafey and Peak, so. Wars BR6 going on, worst case, cancel Wars. I think I'd get a lynch mob on me if I canceled Team Clash. Too many people like Team Clash. 385 for Dangler, 278 for SV. We're more than halfway through level 18. As Dangler is down to his last year. We've been talking about SV's fate. Well, we already know Dangler's fate. He will be down in Division 2 next season. Even with a win here, could not pass Portal. And in fact, has not won a game yet, which... If you want to know how brutal Division 1 this season was, I think this is... Since I've started commentating for CTL, this is the most brutal Division 1 I think I have ever seen. And I think it's just simply because there are 1/3 of Division 1 has to go through demotion, either via playoff or direct. That's insane. It is so brutal this season. We're past the 100-line turn. It is a 107,000 point lead for Dangler, but there's also a drought on the board. Let's see what happens with this one. Out. I don't know if that S-flag... Oh, no! And Dangler is done. The drought will kill him. 524 is the score. SV, one final chase down. You need 525. Very tough season. Can almost see it in his eyes. Like, this was rough. Dangler still got the pace. I mean, the 680 transition, that tells you everything. He still can play 18 like no one's business. That's going to do it. SV takes a 3-0. There's a short day here on Wednesday. Warzone is SV going to play this out. Of course, another drought. Why wouldn't there be another drought? Got a couple Tetrises there. $668 on 22. Yeah, I mean, people can have long periods of rough games. In fact, I think I went through that a little earlier this year. And certainly Dangler has gone through that. Like, Dangler is... Like, you looked at this division and you're thinking, yeah, Dangler's probably a playoff contender in this. And that did not happen. 705 going to be the final, but he's going to be your winner, SV, with one match remaining. Still has a shot to win the division, but has Pixelandy in his way. What does that mean for the wildcard scene? Well, let's go ahead and check that out. I'm probably going to need to refresh it. Yes, I am going to need to refresh it. Let me do that. Should be fairly easy to do. I just hit refresh, and it refreshes just like that. It's magic. So SV actually will move up into that second place spot at 22 points. He has a date with Pixelandy tomorrow. And if he wins that, he will pass Blue Scooty for the top, and then he becomes a big Pixelandy fan. And hopes that Pixelandy can bloody out Scooty and take that out. However, if he loses to Andy tomorrow, he will be locked into the number... Well, I can't tell you what seed number it is, because it's possible that he could be below, tied, or ahead of Neko. It just depends on how many games he would win in the effort. So SV hoping to get some points at least against Andy. We'll see how that goes. And is my playoff thing still broken? It's not. I can show you the playoff thing. This is what we know so far. In fact, this is all we know so far. We have Kirby, Eyeball, and Sodium will be in those spots for the playoffs. We are still waiting on the other 5 to get sorted out. For Neko and Knight, even though their seasons are done, we do not yet know if they end up in... Actually, I think it's not possible for Knight to be 3rd. Because one of SV and Pixelandy have to get 5 points. And that would pass her for 2nd. So... or for 3rd, rather. So I think Knight is the number 4 seed, but I'm going to wait until it's certain to fill out that part of the bracket. That's going to do it. Short stream, but hey, it was Division 1 action. It was pretty hot. It's been a pretty cool day of Tetris. There's more. Meme is taking on Damon over in Das Masters. Let's go say hi to them. That'll do it for me. I will be back on Sunday, but don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Thursday Thunder. Assuming we find a restreamer for it. Because tomorrow will be a pretty good lineup. It's not just Andy and Sam. It's Winter and Gwafey, and it's Brian versus Kingsman. And King, I think you can win that. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, thanks again for watching. See you, bye.